So, good afternoon, Kulkarni ma'am and Dolly ma'am, and thank you, Shraddha, for your insights. Kaustubh, on a lighter note, you just asked what kind of skill set that you have developed in the lockdown. I would like to add that I have honed my cooking skills, and I got a certificate from my mom that now I am a certified chef. So on a lighter note, I would like to add that no matter how old you are, there are always there are always times that you can hone your skills. Uh, Good afternoon to all the students who are here right now. I remember when Deepak called me a week back uh, to participate in the seminar. I remember attending a similar in 2009 because I am a product of a global financial crisis of 2008, and I was also going through similar emotions. The 2008 crisis was of a very similar nature, where all the aspirant MBA students were facing the challenges that how can we get a job, how can we grow in the corporate world, and what kind of skill set that we should require. So I would like to assure you all that these kind of problems, this kind of crisis will always gonna be there. The only thing that all of you need to do is that work on your skill set first. uh, be sure and be uh, there, there, there has to be some clarity in all of your mind in terms of that what you want to do. So I would like to take you through the Kaustubh, can you share my are you able to see my screen?
Yes, Anu.
Yeah. So I would like to take you through a small presentation which I had prepared. So I will be speaking mostly on the part of where what kind of, just hold on, yeah, what kind of careers are available in finance. So if you see, finance is the most of the vast field, and most of the jobs are related into the investment banking, fund management, trading, and insurance. So if you see the as per the requirement of the industry, and as per the requirement of the job, you need to hone your skills. So if you see here, most of the jobs here in the finance field are into the investment banking, commercial banking, and corporate finance. Okay, I will also take you through what kind of jobs are there available, and the what kind of skill set are required. If you see, the corporate finance job is a more of the traditional job, where in any listed company or any big company who's having a turnover of more than 10 to 15 crores, there are this kind of jobs are available. You can see it on screen, and these jobs are available easily on the web, on the Google. You can Google and find out more about the jobs there. I won't go into the more detail about what kind of the job description of these jobs are, and what kind of role is there. So if you ask me, I am my firm Arthastor Capital is into the investment banking, where we help various clients to raise funds and for their mergers and acquisitions. Okay, so right now, after the pandemic or any global financial crisis, the large amount of jobs are created in the corporate finance domain or the banking domain. And the banking, for any country to grow economically, banking is the most important sector. So all of you who are looking to get a job, or aspiring to get a job in banking, they should start preparing from the point of view of looking for jobs more in banking. In terms of the skill set and the certification that you require for a job in finance world, the most important thing that you need to understand, that you need to have a analytical ability. When I say analytical ability, is that you should be able to read the balance sheet and understand and make interpretation of the balance sheet. I'm sure most of you are first year student, and you must have had a subject for the financial management. So in that thing, in my experience from wherever I have tried to hire some people from the especially from Pune management school, there is a vast gap between what we learn in the college and what the industry demands. So many of the finance students are not able to give a basic information about the assets and the liability side of the balance sheet. So for that, for any job interview or any job, the basics of the jobs, the basic of the industry and the basic of the job has to be very clear. Plus, you need to have the problem solving skills and Excel proficiency in Excel. Excel is the most important software for any person who is looking to work in finance. So if you don't have the proficiency in Excel right now, I'm advising you that now you should get the you should start taking this courses online, as well as there are many institutes in Pune who provide these courses. And last but not the least, networking. For be it any career, be it HR, finance, marketing, or operations, networking is the most important thing that you should focus on. Try and speak to many people who are working in the industry in your locality, and start pitching them about your skill set, about your proficiency, and keep following them on various social networking site, be it LinkedIn, be it Twitter, be it Facebook, because many of the people do post various job requirements on these portals, as well as they share their experience. And if you want to grow in finance as a career, the networking is the most important skill set that you should be acquiring. As far as the certification goes, apart from your BCom degree and MBA degree, if you want to excel in the corporate world, I'm talking about mostly for the corporate world, you need to have this kind of these certificates, CFA or the CFP, because these two because as and when you grow in the corporate ladder, the competition grows, and this certification becomes a filtering criteria to weed out the or to remove the people who are not qualified. So, and last, financial modeling and the valuation course, people who are like who are the aspiring students who are willing to or who are looking to work in investment banking, equity markets, or any kind of any just hold on investment banking and equity markets, you need to get the skills for the financial modeling and valuation analyst. There are many institutes in Pune who are providing this course with the Excel course as well. When I had a discussion with Deepak and Dolly ma'am last week, they mentioned to me that there have been many doubts in students about the internship vis-a-vis startups as well as MNC. So I would like to share my experience that I started my internship in a small firm of 4 people, and as per my experience, I would like to tell you that the more you work in a startup, uh, uh, you get to acquire more and more skill, because you are directly working with the top management, and you are working in multiple domains. You are not subjected to a one particular task and one particular job, because as an intern is always a temporary resource or a temporary person to work in a company, and that too for a very limited period of time. That's why big MNCs or big companies won't give you that kind of exposure, uh, which a startup or a, small firm will provide. Plus you will get to rub your shoulders with the person who is actually going through the experience which we have already gone through. And growth trajectory in the small firm is much faster. You can grow 2 or 3 positions in a small firm. So you also need to keep in mind that as whenever you pass out, we should always aim for a smaller company to work with, because the kind of experience that you get in a smaller firm or startups is much more valuable than a MNC. And plus the career growth is much more faster. And Deepak also asked me to speak on the summer internship project and the topic. I would like to tell you all the students is that the topic should be related to what kind of industry you are willing to go and you are looking to enter, and that kind of that topic should be related and can be easily executed. Most of the recruiting guys or most of the HR are not interested in the quality of the are not interested in the result of the project, but they are most interested in the what kind of approach a student has taken to complete the project, what kind of research methodology he or she has implemented, and the structure. And the most important skill is logic building. Is there a logic involved, and is there a structured format for a project? So I would suggest to that, even if you are even if you are making mistakes in a summer internship project, that is okay, but your logic and your approach has to be sound and structural, because if you develop that kind of a structure and a logic, that can be applied to anywhere in the corporate world. So apart from that, uh, the skills that you need to acquire are that, first you should take more and more uh, hello,
Yes, Anu, please continue.
am I audible? uh,
Yes, yes, very much. Please continue.
there, there's a problem in my connection.
No, please continue.
Hello, yeah. So uh, apart from apart from the skills and the skill set that I mentioned, the technique that have been more useful for me while pursuing my MBA as well as my first career job, you need to create a group of friends and a set of friends, and you need to brainstorm those ideas, because that will help you in your GD and PI whenever there is a campus, as well as you need to gain as much as more work experience even before uh, going for a corporate world. uh, if you have a PPO or pre-placement offer, or if you have a internship project, try and stretch that project as long as possible. uh, do it for 3 or 4 months or 5 months, and take as much work experience as you can. As well as you need to be very flexible in terms of working anywhere in the company, in the hierarchy. And second of all, you need to market yourself very strategically, because be it you are HR guy or a finance guy or a marketing guy, selling yourself or marketing yourself to multiple people about your skill set, about your knowledge is very very important. So you need to market yourself. And the lastly, you need to be mentally and physically fit. As you grow as you grow in your corporate world, or in your career, there will be many challenges, many challenges in terms of the career. That time, being mentally fit and mentally strong and physically fit will be of very utmost importance. And lastly, but not the least, I would suggest you choose a bad boss. The bad boss teaches you the most than any other good boss. If you find a very uh, cruel boss or a bad boss who is not willing to listen to you, go and work with him or her, because he or she is going to teach you much more about the real world than any textbook or any seminar or any film or any movie or any book is going to teach you. So I would suggest to go and choose a bad boss and start your career. uh, and the last thing that I would like to tell you that uh, around the same time, when me and Deepak were looking for a job and hunting for a job, and there was a 2008 ग्लोबल फाइनेंशियल क्राइसिस, हम लोग हमेशा एक बात हमेशा बोलते थे। वो थ्री इडियट्स मूवी में शर्मन जोशी का एक डायलॉग था, सर मैं मेरे साथ कुछ ना कुछ तो कर लूंगा। सो यू शुड ऑलवेज कीप दैट एटीट्यूड कि हम कुछ ना कुछ तो कर लेंगे। नेवर लूज होप एंड बी ऑलवेज स्ट्रांग। So Kaustubh, that is from my side. If there are any questions, I would like to take that.